So on that very note about the cow and the meat, take us the food. I've heard about Eshabwe. Tell us about the food. Like, what food do people grow? What is your staple food exactly?
Okay. Our staple food is akaro.
Akaro. There's how you pronounce it. Akalo, akaro.
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 Lo. But you write it as R. Yes. Okay. So it's the millet. But for us to differentiate from the people in the east, for us in our millet, we put a lot of cassava.
Cassava.
Yes, cassava flour. To give it that softness and tenderness.
Okay.
Yeah. So we do kalo and also eshabwe.
Eshabwe. Yes. Tell us that eshabwe.
So
it's made from what?
Eshabwe is a product of milk.
Okay.
Okay. But you make it from ghee. To have eshabwe, you need ghee. Ghee is like milk that has gone bad but has gone through a certain process.
Okay.
That's how I can put it in English. Yeah. So you get the ghee, you get a little rock salt, like a pinch of rock salt.
Okay.
Then you get boiled cold water.
Okay.
And also you get the normal salt.
Okay.
Yeah, so you have to first wash the ghee to remove like the impurities and those other dirty stuff from the ghee. Then you mix that pinch of the rock salt with water. Okay, so now you start to stir that ghee that you've cleaned as you pour the other water that has in the rock salt.
Okay.
So now the color starts changing from yellow because the ghee is yellow. It tends to white. Okay, so as you stir that water, then after that you add some salt, a little pinch of salt in that liquid as it keeps turning. Now as you add the salt, it thickens.
Okay.
That thickness comes to life, but the thicker the better. So it comes with experience. As you keep doing it, it gets better and gets better. So in our culture, we can serve it in two forms. One, you can get roasted meat.
Okay.
So they roast meat properly and they sun dry it.
Okay.
And they cut it into very tiny pieces.
Okay.
And they add it to that eshabwe that I've told you. Yes. So you can serve it in that form or you can serve it plain, depending on what the people want.
Well, our dear viewers, the beauty queen here has been explaining to us how eshabwe is made. It's a very delicious yeah, it's a very delicious sauce served from the Ankole region, and she will be telling us more of the stories from Ankole. Apart from the eshabwe, the kalo, what else do people from Ankole grow?
People from Ankole grow matoke. I know it's very prominent, I think, because of the land that is very fertile in Ankole.
Okay.
Yeah, that's able to grow a variety of crops. So the people of Ankole grow matoke, which is in big numbers. They grow sweet potatoes, they grow cassava, they grow maize, they grow even millet.
Okay.
Because to make kalo, you have to grow millet. So we are blessed in Ankole to have a diversity.
Well, what would attract someone to go visit Ankole, the Ankole region, let me say?
Okay. The first thing that would attract you in Ankole region is the climate.
Oh,
yes. I must say, when you're in that southwestern part of the region, it feels different. It feels fresh. It's very airy everywhere. There's green. So the weather and
the way you say it,
it's
the way you're mentioning,
it's fresh and homely. So even the mere thought of it gets me excited. Yes. So you get out of the the industrialness of this side, the polluted air. The other side, everything is fresh and green. So it's one of the most beautiful things I like about my region. The second thing is that we have tourist attractions in Ankole.
Okay.
Yes, we have national parks. Yes. I know most people only think about cows when they hear about Ankole, but we also have national parks. We have Lake Mburo National Park.
In Ankole region?
Yes, in Ankole region. We have culture centers. We have Igongo Culture Center. So it's a place that keeps and is there to remind us about the heritage of Ankole or our culture. So the regalia in Ankole is kept there. So it's one thing that's very special. Then we have the Ankole tombs.
Okay.
This is where the kings before the kingdom was scrapped off, where our kings are buried. So from the very first king that ever ruled Ankole. So you go and see like where they were buried. The way here in Buganda they have that place in Kasubi. We also have that in Ankole. Yeah, it's called the Ankole tombs. So there are multiple things in Ankole that are worth touring and looking at.
Wow.
Yes.
Even the beautiful ladies.
Oh, yes. Not, of course, not forgetting the beautiful women in Ankole. I mean, most people tell me, oh my God, I see very many beautiful girls there. How do you guys do it? I mean, it's the secret of the milk.
The milk.
And the area.
It's the milk that forms you guys.
Yes.
The milk.
Yes.
Now this way you're having a crown on your head. Tell me, how did they come to choose you? Because Ankole has beautiful ladies.
Oh my God, it has. Yes. It has
So
very
tell
many
us the
beautiful
story.
ladies.
Did you bribe? Did you bribe the judges?
I did not, because I hardly knew the judges even. So
Okay.
I did not bribe the judges. So like any other competition, we went through scrutiny. Here we had to, get to know about our culture, get to know the dances of our culture, be well acquainted with the tourism bit about Ankole. So for me, I think I won this on merit because they asked questions and I was able to answer. I think they look out for the eloquence, your confidence, if you can be an ambassador to represent a region. So it's not just about the beauty.
How many types of dances do people have?
There are quite many, but the very common one is Enjojera.
Never heard about that one.
So, okay, the dances depend according to the event. There are dances for praise, like thanking God maybe for the rain. There are dances for marriage. So the dances were made in such a way for a particular event that was going to happen. But the most common one is Enjojera, Ekitagururo.
Hey, I've heard about Ekitagururo. Hey, what does it mean?
To dance.
Ekitagururo means to dance.
Yes.
Me, I thought it meant, like something has been tied, then you have to separate it. The way the word sounds. Oh, okay. That's why cultural connect is here, seriously.
Yes. So about this dance, it's it involves both the girls and the boys. It's a mixed dance.
Okay.
Yes. So they dance reflecting, like showing how the cows move. For example, in a dance, for the ladies, we raise up our hands.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, to form that, the long-horned cattle, the format they make. So we reflect that. Then for the boys, they can wear as herdsmen, they can wear as hunters, depending on what the dance is about, like I had told you. So the dance is very beautiful, and I would love for you to come and watch people dance Ekitagururo.
Maybe you will sample us here on Cultural.
Yes, surely.
You sample us here on Cultural Connect.
Yes, I would love to.
So which other type of dance do people have?
There are multiple dances, I must tell you, but the very common one is that one, Ekitagururo.
So Ekitagururo, why is it? Is it on functions? Is it for the king? Is it on an introduction ceremony?
Okay, yes. Now Ekitagururo is a multi-purpose dance. They can dance to it on events when the girl is being married off. But most times when the girl is being married off, we do something we call Eshabwe.
Okay.
Yeah. So someone like recites that thing. It's a
poem.
bit long, like a poem.
Okay.
Yes, and people respond. It's something cultural in Ankole. It's called Eshabwe.
Ekitagururo.
Yeah.
So even on your ceremony, you have a
Surely there'll be someone to do that.
Wow,
Yes.
I'll be glad to attend.
You're very welcome.
I'm very happy to attend. Well, in each and every culture, at least here in Uganda, there's a misconception. People say this culture is like this. Yeah? This is. Can you take us through some of the misconceptions that you've had about the Ankole region?
Okay, some of the misconceptions that hail from our region is that you cannot intermarry. Initially, it was the case. Intermarriages were a bit hard in the Ankole culture. But with the changes and with all that is happening currently, at least there's a bit of intermarriages. Initially, it was not something that Banyankole did. Because Banyankole are in two categories. We have the Bahima and the Veyu.
Okay.
Yeah. So initially, intermarrying in a Munyankole family and mostly in the Bahima culture was very, very difficult. But with time and with exposure, things I feel have loosened up a bit.
Okay.
Yes.
Some of the misconception, you know, some people can, because some people say people are proud. You're arrogant.
Yes, you see,
So,
for instance, that's another misconception. That everyone from Ankole is proud,
Yeah,
everyone from Ankole is arrogant. But I am here to tell you, am I arrogant? Am I proud?
I've seen a very different,
Exactly.
from
Yes. So it's a misconception about people because I cannot, I cannot say everyone is proud. Okay. It differs. It goes as far as personality. Every person has a particular trait. So putting everyone together and saying, Banyankole are proud. They have ego. It is not the case.
It's not the case.
Yes, because another thing they say we like to, put other people aside.
You think you're the most important people.
Oh my God. Something of the sort, but it's not true. Yes, those are just misconceptions. And I would like to tell the viewers out there that you need to come and visit Ankole and you'll find very warm people, very welcoming and loving people in the land of milk and honey.
Wow. Now, which message would you want to give the people out there, people who are watching, people who will be watching this show about culture?
First and foremost, I would like to thank Culture Connect, Sharon.
Wow.
Thank you for having us on your show.
Wow.
I'd like to tell the people out there that culture is our heritage. We need to preserve our culture. We need to pride in where we hail from. We need to pride in the little things that mean so much to us. So I would like to advocate for people out there to spread their culture, to spread the love for where they come from.
Okay.
To be proud. When you can stand there like, I am proudly Ugandan. I come from the Pearl of Africa.
Wow,
Which part? I'm from Ankole. Okay? So that we can preserve our culture. And the other thing is we need to visit these places in our country because we need to, promote our own places within our country and our region before we can promote places out there. So me, I am an ambassador and I advocate for domestic tourism.
Okay.
So I want people to come to Ankole Region and have a beautiful experience. Thank you so much for having me.
Thank you for coming. Thank you for being so smart.
Thank you.
Well, personally, I don't host someone at least and they forget to dance. Dancing is always the last, but at least Bridget will be sampling us. Even if it will be just raising the hands, enjoying that. We will be back here on Culture Connect.